After 3 months of hard work, dedication, confidence building, the winner of Talent Search Cymru is Trinity! Ladies and gents, welcome to After the Win. Up first, we are going to have a chat with our first finalist, Erin. Right then, so we've got Erin, one of our series finalists here with us. Erin, I want to come to you about your journey. Obviously, we will be speaking to the family now, but I just want to come to you because the journey you've been on has been quite remarkable. Like for us watching, with your confidence especially, and just seeing how you come across on stage, it's been amazing to watch. What I want to do is I want to come all the way back to the beginning now, when you first came forward for this process, and just remind us of how you come about it. Like, what made you want to come forward for Talent Search Cymru?
Well, I've always had a thing for singing, but I was never really intrigued to do anything. And when I heard Riley, the one that won the last series, entered it, I thought, that'll be a good opportunity to do something new, so I tried it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when she first came forward for this, how did you feel about her doing it? Was you nervous for her?
I was nervous, only because, getting her to just sing in front of family was an absolute nightmare. To the point that, she'd have the mic and you could barely hear her speaking, her confidence was really, really low, and it was like, I've been nervous, knowing what this process is like. She proved us wrong.
Yeah, she proved us all wrong, didn't she? Dad, what do you think about her journey throughout Talent Search Cymru?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think she'd get this far, in all honesty, but she progressed throughout it and she let some things off her chest, which I didn't think she would. So to bring this to light is amazing.
Yes.
It's well proud, to be honest.
It is absolutely amazing to watch. Nan, obviously you got to see Riley throughout the last series, and now Erin throughout this series. How do you feel about it all? Like, how, watching Erin go through this and what she's achieved out of it?
Oh, I'm so proud of her, because many times she'd been here to me and she'd be singing and I'd video her, she used to put herself down along and say, you've got a beautiful voice, you need to use it. And of course, when she said then, we were going home in the car one day from here, after watching Riley, wasn't it? And she said, I'm going to do now.
Bless her.
She'd done it, she filled it all in, and I've done it, and I was like, well done, Erin, so proud of her for actually taking that step.
Definitely.
And she's grown so much in confidence.
Yeah. Erin, throughout, you had some wonderful performances, but if I had to ask you to pinpoint one particular moment that meant something to you, and from this you take away and you go, that was the moment, my all-time favourite moment, what would it be?
Probably Everybody Hurts by R.E.M.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd pick that.
No, I feel like obviously Warrior, I feel like it started from then, and then R.E.M. just
You felt so much more just relaxed there.
Yeah.
It was definitely a beautiful moment, that was, and the way you sang the song and made it so unique, it was just so interesting to see. Lil, what about you? Because obviously you watched Erin's journey throughout, how have you found watching Erin's journey?
It's been such an interesting journey, I think, with Erin, from where she started to where you ended up being. It's actually quite remarkable, and obviously I've rooted for you quite a lot, especially towards the end. And how you just absorb information and you just kind of take any advice and you do it. I don't have to ask you twice, 3 times, you just do it. And I think that's what I learned more about you, is it's not anything to do with being incapable, it's not knowing, oh, is that how I do it? Oh, I never knew I could do that. So it's just learning for you, I think, how to work with you. And I think as I kind of learned how you operate, it's so easy then to make you just flourish because there's so much there. It's just she had no idea how to use it or what anything was, or chest voice, head voice, she didn't understand it. But that's what I think I've noticed with you. You're so quick at picking things up. And it's remarkable, really, how well you can do it in such a short amount of time. It scares me to think how much more you could progress. It's so good.
It really is. And like Erin, like obviously throughout the process, which is an amazing achievement of yours, on the 1 week, I can't remember what song it was, but you actually hit over 1 million views on your performance, which for us was remarkable to see, because not a lot of people get to do that, as you would have seen. Now with that, it came obviously a little bit of backlash, but that's natural. It's not aimed at you, it's just how the industry is. And I'm hoping like that's something you've learned from this, and the family have learned, that with popularity comes more debate, and the more popular you get, and if you do something that becomes more popular, you'll have more people talking about it. As much as we don't want to hear it, because we haven't got time for that, you know, we only got time for the good things. But I know at first that hit you a little bit.
Yeah.
It hit you a bit because, you know, you're young, you're learning, this is your first experience doing this. You don't know what to expect from the industry as of yet, the same as the other girls. But I think for you, more than the other girls, that was the first big test any of you had to deal with, because you had to let that sink in and understand that it is just an opinion, and their opinion means nothing. Obviously, when you went through that moment, do you want to just elaborate a bit more into that moment when that happened? And, you know, obviously you had the little bit of feedback that upset you and that. I want to come to all of you now too, but I'll come to you first. How did that make you feel at the time?
I was like quite emotional about it, and I felt hurt because I was just like, why are you putting other people down when?
Yeah.
But I accepted the fact that people have their own opinion, and then just took it on board and ignored it.
That's it.
Carried on then. But I feel like I grew a bit more stronger because it was like.
Yeah. No, and like for yourselves, like I'll come to you first, you know, when that happened, I suppose for you and the family, it's not nice to see you have to deal with that.
And she'd had it through the week as well in school.
Yeah.
There was a couple of people commenting on that video.
Yeah.
But like I said to her, some people just, jealousy is a big
Jealousy.
thing.
Yeah.
And I said, these are people that don't want to see you succeed. And you're obviously proving that you've got what it takes to be in this competition.
100%.
And I said, no, seeing like when she came down, I think I'd send you a message as well. So, you know, she was saying, I want to give up. I told her I'm not good enough. Everybody's picking on me. And I said, the only people that you need to care about their opinions is them 3 judges that are on that panel. And if they think that you're good enough to be in this competition, who cares what anybody else thinks?
Yeah, that's
and
it.
I think it was when people were actually giving us more advice, and it was like when I spoke to yourself about it.
Yeah.
I think that's when she actually realised, you know, this is the way it's going to be.
Yeah, that's it. And Dad, I mean, like for you too, obviously you knew about all of this. That must have been really frustrating for you to you don't want your daughter listening to stuff like that, you know?
No.
So how did you feel at the time with that happening?
Basically, I've always tried to tell her, don't react.
That's it.
Anything, just don't react.
Yeah.
But through this process, you actually learn something from all of you.
Yeah.
And now I think she's got this confidence to carry on.
That's it. And that's what it's about. And I think we all got to see that, because when that happened and when we laid it all out on the table and you had that moment, you know, which was horrible for any of us to see, because for us it was horrible to see you stand there and feeling that upset. But in a way, it was a positive from that, because you opened all of those barriers that were in the way, came down. So in a good way, it's good that you got that off your chest. No, you know, because I think it did help you. Do you feel like letting it all out and seeing that we are there for you, do you feel like that helped you from there on out in the competition then?
Yeah, definitely. I thought like after that, like with that song, because I'm so emotional, and I just let it all out. And after that, it was much better. Like
Massive release, like that's what it's about. Bringing up on Everybody Hurts. I mean, that was. I don't know about you, but that was like my all-time favourite performance of yours, and it was because of bringing up what you said earlier. It was so unique in how you sang the song and the way you controlled it. You just sang effortless. It was just complete. There was just nothing to it apart from this girl has got it. And one thing you learn from a process like this is it's not all A's and graces. It tests you. it tests the family. You have to watch the pressure on these contestants every week. And that's the whole idea of Talent Search Cymru, is to prepare you for bigger things. Because if you do go forward for something a little bit bigger, like a TV show or something, then you need to be mentally prepared for these things to come, because it can happen. For me, watching you now and seeing how you come across now in regards to these things, like when we're talking about this bullying stuff now, you seem like doesn't mean anything to you. You know, and that's amazing to see, because you're just shutting off from me like, well, that's just separate. It takes nothing away from what I can do. And that's all you got to keep in mind and keep remembering. I want to come to all of you individually, because we know a bit about Erin's process, but how have you found the process? Let's start there. How have you found the process from the outside, watching it, what she had to do with things? How have you found this? Like, what's your thoughts on it for Erin?
I mean, it's been stressful for us. Really stressful. To some points I wanted to like physically strangle her. There's one photo that was taken on the red carpet, actually Carla took it, and I literally got my hands right there. You know, but I think you just think, oh, you know, right, she's got a lot to deal with, you know, and I think sometimes she didn't realise that even though she was going through the process, she was the one that was getting up on the stage and singing. Definitely. I mean, us as a family, just to sort the training out and to push for the songs and things like that, and then push for training back home, and then sitting there waiting and thinking, right, she's got this coming up, she's got this, oh, I appreciate this and all that. And there's so many things running through your head, sitting there watching them perform, that it's like, and then when it's over, you're like, oh, God for that. And then you can relax, and it's like, you still progress.
It takes
so
nothing
much.
away from it. Absolutely nothing. And this is what it's about, people having an understanding about that too, because obviously everyone wants to win the competition. It's just natural in life. We all want to win it. So, but it's about having an understanding of how to handle it if you don't get it, and realising your worth without it. You know, and that's something we tried to instill in all of them, because there could only ever be one on that night, you know, and we got to take it serious and think, well, hang on now, there's more to it than that. It's not just a competition. Look, there's been a few weeks where you've come up and blown my mind, and I've been worried the last couple of weeks. Nobody else, me. I was worried because of all what you dealt with and that week thing. I actually thought you was going to go backwards from it. I thought this is going to knock it. And you shocked me. You came in the following week and done the Everybody's Earth, and I was like, where's she come from? And then you've done it again. And I kept saying to you a couple of weeks in the last couple of weeks, it's like, you know, you really got to push it this week. And every week you would keep me surprised, not like anyone else. I was surprised because Lily picked up when she just mentioned earlier on in the sessions, when you come in for sessions, is exactly how you come into the session with me. You wouldn't complain, you wouldn't cause a fuss, you wouldn't stress, you wouldn't start crying in the corner, you wouldn't do anything. You would get on with it. And literally, to be honest with you, every week, pretty much, you were given a new song. Even the weeks where we didn't have to do the judges' choices, I was giving you songs that you've never done, and you just pick it up like that. That was remarkable, because that isn't something we see from a lot of people, that happening. So when you kept coming out and achieving the goal of the song, I was becoming more surprised and more overwhelmed with what you was achieving. And this is why I said on many occasions, I cannot believe this is the same girl. And I said it to you, because I heard Erin. I've never seen anything like that. We've seen drastic makeovers, so to say. But that was the most I've seen someone flip this competition around. I've never seen it flip like that. And I think, in all honesty, I think there was a lot of people in the process that were quite surprised you made the finals, because of this was a strong series. But you made that final because of what you achieved. That's how you got to that final, because of your voice, because of how much you put yourself out there, how much you overcome. You achieved so much, to me, more than anyone. You achieved so much in this process. There was no doubt that you was going to end up there with that mentality. End of. That's just how it works, you know. obviously when we got to the final, we had the group performance. How did you actually find that, the group performance?
I thought it was really exciting. I really enjoyed myself. Obviously, I'm proud of me and all the girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really enjoyable.
And what a lot of people came out to that, it was like, oh my god, there could be a girl band. There could be a girl band. Because you blended really well. Like, you just put everything aside and it was like, the self-performance, we gotta blend this. And it blended. And it was like, it was like watching Little Mix. We can't eat it. It was amazing to watch. We've all learned something from this, not just Erin, we've all learned something, and we take pride in, more than any win or anything, we take pride in just seeing people come out today with something freshly instilled, like their confidence, whatever it might be. And that to us is enough to make us go, do you know what, it's worth doing it? Because we do this for this reason, we want to see people grow. And when we see it, it encourages us to do another series because we know people are learning from it. What I want to know from all of you, really, because you've all obviously been through this process. I come over to Nan first. I know you're a big fan online. She always commented on everything.
Yeah.
We have got a new series coming up, and I'd like to know from you, like, if there's somebody watching this now, like, who might not have the confidence, so maybe starting out like Erin did, what would you say to that person?
Just go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been, as you know, I've been through the 2 series now, and to see the growth and the confidence and everything, and it hasn't been as stressful for me, apart from when Louise would say, you know,
But I don't have a rant.
yeah, but you know, for me it was come in, and I'd be a little bit nervous, but I'd be excited as well.
Yeah.
She just blew me away.
Yeah. And did you feel like, you know, coming up towards the end of the series, did you really feel like she was coming out of the shell more?
Oh, yeah.
Her performance and everything, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, what was the week you sat on the stool? Which one was that now?
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
The way you controlled that, she was sat there, it was just,
Yeah.
and it was just so calm, and so whether there was no nerves, there was nothing on show. It was amazing to watch, and that's what we asked from all of you. Like you've seen with the others, we said you've got to perform your songs, you know, throughout this process. Obviously, it is stressful, and there is a lot of like intensity as it goes on. The reason why it's like that is obviously it's a training process. It's meant to be like that to test their limits, you know, and that's part of how we see them all come out more confident now is from them tests, you know. But as a whole, even though this process has been stressful, like, do you feel like it's benefited you? Do you feel
100%.
You do?
100%, yeah.
Dad, do you feel like it's benefited
100%, yeah.
Because when I look at her now, I do feel like it's a different Erin to when I first met her.
Oh, yeah.
And she seems more confident of herself and knowing she's more like confident with who she is and you know what she wants and that. So Erin, obviously process is done. This is the end of the series now. You're one of our all-time finalists. Amazing achievement. You've got a charity show coming up. So you're going to be preparing, 6-7 songs about that in an half-hour
Yeah,
slot.
she's
now.
going to finish the half hour.
Have you had your ideas together for that? How are you feeling about it?
Well, the charity is for mental health, and I feel like half the songs I've done in the series are like related.
Perfect,
so But I'm excited for that.
That'd be amazing now. Well, and where's that to? Where's it going to be to?
In Cardiff.
In Cardiff.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed it?
I've really enjoyed it, yeah. It's given me different opportunities, I faced challenges, and it's just a really good experience.
You chuffed, you made it all the way to the end.
Yeah, I didn't think I would.
But you done it, girl. You worked hard and it paid off, and we take pride in that. And when we see people working hard, that's when you've got to give credit. And your voice just started to blow up. Your control started to blow up. The way you performed the songs, everything just got stronger and stronger and stronger. So, you know, in terms of if anybody ever says to you, no, you're not good enough, or you should have gone there or whatever. So you just got to say, but I did.
Yeah.
I did. Because you've done it. It's all down to you. It's not down to us. It's down to you. I know you might think, well, you're the ones who put me through. But we want to put you through if you weren't doing what you needed to do. you know, and you wouldn't have been put through for any other reason than you showing us that this girl wants it and she's dedicated and she is growing and her voice is growing and her control and everything else. And that's the very reason how you ended up there in the end. So we smashed it. Done. Well done, Master. Well done. Unfortunately, Billy couldn't be here with us today, but here's a little message from her.
Hi, apologies we couldn't be there for the last show as we were out celebrating Billy's birthday.
I just want to say a big thank you for letting me do this experience in the last 3 months. It's been like an amazing journey for me. And I want to congratulate Erin, Millie and Trinity because we all made it to the final, which is amazing. And I just want to say thank you, and I'm taking a break now until Christmas and see what happens.
Up next, we're going to catch up with Millie. So we're joined by Millie, our runner-up of this series of Talent Search Cymru. Welcome, Millie.
Thank you.
We want to have a chat with you about your journey.
Yes.
It's been a roller coaster, hasn't it? It's been unbelievable.
Yes.
What I do want to do is I want to, because obviously Mum, Dad and your brother's there too, I want to come all the way back to the beginning of the series and when you first came forward for Talent Search. If I remember rightly, you couldn't make the auditions, could you?
No, I was in Florida in the sun.
But yeah, but you managed to get to us then in boot camp.
Yes.
What actually made you come forward for the process? Where did that come from, Mum? Where did that
Yeah,
come
it was
from?
me. So I've been following you and the process quite some time now on Facebook. With there only being 12, it was trying to find the right time.
The right
when
time.
do we put it forward? And I think we timed this absolutely perfectly in the end.
Oh, definitely.
Because I think she would have been too young had we put her in a
Yeah.
little while ago. And even just how we've, vocals have developed, just even in the last 12 months. I think we've been following your
Process.
You've watched a couple of the YouTube videos and then we thought you did a showcase then earlier on this year and we thought, right, this is the time.
Now is the time. I mean, that makes perfect sense, and that's the same with a lot of families. That's how they kind of go about it, because they are youngsters, and when you're first looking at, right, is this going to be too much pressure for them, that sort of stuff. But I think she handled it like a warrior. And Dad, I mean, you've seen her week in, week out, how she's come across. How have you found watching Millie's journey throughout?
Well, the first episode I cried, so that wasn't a very good start. But yeah, I mean, she's blown me away by how well she's done throughout the process. I never thought that she'd be able to learn a song in a week, but she's had to do every week. And the first time, I think the first once or twice we sang the song that we knew, but then after that it was we've got literally days to learn this in, and then to refine it and sometimes we'd pick the wrong song and you'd be helping us then, and we'd only have a couple of days left, and fair play to her, every time she got up on that stage on a Sunday, it was as though she'd sung it for weeks, it was fantastic.
Mill, do you have a specific performance, a favourite performance, if you had to pick one out of everything you've done?
I really liked Unchained Melody by Righteous Lovers.
That was an emotional moment.
Yes,
that was
definitely.
Because you had your reasons for doing that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to say a bit more?
Yeah, my band passed away the week before, and it was his favourite song, and it was like a special song for our family.
Yeah.
And it was a hard song to sing, especially after him passing the week before, but it was definitely a very good moment and a nice reason. So that's
I think you had a lot of beautiful moments. What was everyone's favourite moment? To Millie's Lil, what was your favourite
To be honest,
moment?
that was one of mine. And I think more so because you didn't even mention what had happened the week prior. So you weren't looking for sympathy, you weren't looking for any sort of ticket into the next round. You just went there fully vulnerable, and she held it so well. I would be in pieces if it was me. So how you were able to just stand there and pour those emotions out, but keep it so controlled, that really impressed me. And I think I gotta be honest, You Will Be Found was up there for me.
Yeah, I think that was one of the moments that soared in the finale, wasn't it? And
Absolutely.
the very reason that took me through to the top too, because for us it was wow, how you could take something like that and really do that with it, and it worked wonders. And that's one of the things that led you to that place, really. And that's what you need to understand is because I think you yourself throughout the process was always wowed about getting through. Like, and he showed us that, he was like, oh my God, I'm through. But in the final, you was like, you generally thought you had no chance of even getting to there. And to us, that was a surprise because of what you were showing us and bringing to the table. So when you did that with that song, Finalist was like, it's obvious. It's too obvious.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I thought when you give us that song the week before, I honestly thought, oh, he's made a mistake here. He's giving us somebody else's song.
Yeah.
That would not be a song I would have expected Josh to sing in the final.
No.
Definitely.
A musical in the final, I was like, what are you doing? What did I say to you last Sunday?
Yeah.
All right, well, then pick songs for Millie in the future. Got it right. Because, that was...
But it was a stressful week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were like, we knew we were going away the end of the week, so it was like, oh, we've got to get this right now to go up Joey's on Wednesday and get it virtually there, and then you can just refine it. But we couldn't find a track, could we, on YouTube? We couldn't find a track that suited her voice. And the one that we found was just too quick. When we sung it for you, and you were like, no, that's no good. And we were like, oh no. And then you managed to play around and lifted the tone up.
That's
things, and
magical.
we went from there.
The thing is, man, right, it's just learning. And when you meet new people in the industry and people who've done it, you learn new things, learn ways of dealing with things. Yeah. And that's something I suppose even mum and dad, you realise it's like, it is, I always say this to everyone, it's not about you trying to suit a song, it's about making the song suit you. Yeah. It's about switching it around. Yeah. And whether that's lowering it, hiring it, changing it up, whatever you've got to do to make that song suit your voice. And that's how your identity of soul is, because we've been making those songs yours instead of you trying to work with the song. It's the opposite way around. One thing I want to pick up is obviously Mum.
Okay.
I know she was throughout the process. I think is a huge part of it. Mum, I will come to you about that now and the reason why you've been so anxious and that. But Millie, how have you found that?
Oh God, she's like warrior, the best warrior ever. Like I guess like she worries about me, so it's not like a bad thing. But then she also ends up stressing me out. So like. Well, and she's like, yeah, when I go up on the Wednesday for the lesson, then I'm chilled out, I'm fine. No, she's not. Then all the leading up till Sunday, she's like, you sound like a strangled cat.
Oh, I'm not that bad.
But yeah, she does worry me sometimes. But in the end, she's alright. She's just...
Yeah, she's not too bad. What about you, Dad? How do you find it? Because you seem to just switch off every week for all.
I try to be the good cop to a bad cop, I suppose. And just, even though I am a bit stressed sometimes, especially on Sunday nights when she's up there singing and I'm like, oh, please remember the words, or please hit that note or whatever, I try not to let it on. And I think, which round was it? It was like one of the rounds. And everybody did so well after she had sung. And we were all like, everybody was going, oh, I don't think she's going to go through. I was going, what are you talking about? And all this. And I was trying to like, be the positive one on the table, and luckily she did get through, which was great. But
I suppose
that role, I think,
is how we deal with things in different ways, isn't it? And so, Mum, like, why do you deal with things like that?
Oh, do you know what? I found this such a stressful process. I'm not gonna lie. As a parent, I think it's harder than being the actual contestant on that stage. Like, I can't do anything to help her. I can't save her from anything going wrong. It's all in the hands of Millie, you know, and I just find that so stressful. Like, I've protected her for 13 years, I've kept her safe, but I can't do anything. And to help her on the night, you know, it's all down to her. And I suppose throughout the week, it is stressful watching her. We have almost divorced, yes. Because you've got to, we're driving home in the car on a Sunday night from here, we were practicing a new song. She's already, singing along. And then by a Monday night then, she's trying to make it her own. And then it's like, have we done the right thing? Have we picked the right song? Have you changed? And bless her, she's changed it up all by herself. But, and I suppose for me, I can't sing. I can't dance. I can't help her. And I think that's the bit I really struggle with. Put me up on the stage and I wouldn't be able to sing.
It is hard, and that's a really good point about you can't help them. And I've never appreciated that before. Like, I've played sport and stuff like that. My parents have come to watch me, And they've said at the time, oh, it's really nerve-wracking. It's probably more nerve-wracking for us than it is for you.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to realise that by what she's doing, you know?
Yeah,
I never thought of it before, but it really is.
And like, just how she's been throughout this whole process for me has really taught me so much about Millie that I didn't realise was there. So I suppose you don't enter a competition to lose. You want to win.
To be the best. And,
you want to do well. And I suppose I really wanted her to do well in this competition as well. I've seen as well how hard she's worked in the house. I know she's given up everything, you know, to be in this. She's given up some of her other after school activities, spending time with her friends, you know, all of her friends are out playing. She's like, Mum, I've got to practice my song. And watching kind of how much she wanted it, knowing that I can't do anything to influence the results, influence the decisions. But yeah, just how she's been, how she's handled situations, like how kind she's been to like the other contestants.
Definitely, yeah.
Like that for me, like a lot of that's come through more than her vocal ability.
Yeah.
And I always knew she was special, but I didn't actually appreciate just like her values and her morals as much as I've seen come through in this. And to me, that's just more of a credit.
100%. And that's what I was going to say to you, because like as a family, this is what people forget sometimes. When they come in, when you do a competition, it's a competition sort of thing. But when you come into Talent Search, there's so much more to it than just being a competition. And that's what I was going to say, like throughout this process, it isn't just about Millie's journey and how wonderful she's been. It is really what you all take from it in like you just said, with how she's grown. And, you know, that's what I would ask you. I would ask you, like, do you feel like you have more, like, not trust, but more faith in your abilities as a person, as a human being?
She's a special
person. Do you feel like throughout this you've learned, hang on, my daughter can handle herself.
Yeah.
She's got this, you know? Do you feel like that?
Like, you know, she's had highs, she's had lows, she's been in the bottom, she's been kind of walked out here feeling like she's been the best of the night, you know. So I think just her resilience has shown, I think she can handle whatever we throw at her or has been thrown at her. And I think that was probably one of the things I was more worried about coming into this show. You never want anyone to tell your daughter, oh, that wasn't good, or, you know, you just want your child to always feel on top of the world.
100%.
But the reality is, that's not the life we live anymore.
That is, we all got to learn, haven't we?
Yeah.
We all learn, and we always have things like, you know, Lily would tell herself she've had setbacks in her career, 100%. You know, and it is just one of those things, isn't it? You know, like that sort of thing.
Yeah, and I think it has got a massive thing to do with your personality and how you are as a person. Like, we all know this industry isn't cut out for everybody. It is ruthless, but I think you've shown like such good personality traits and skills, and like it's a credit to you and the family really, because honestly, for you to be at your age, you surprise me at your maturity and your kindness, and you're so empathetic to everyone, and I really think that's so beautiful. And to me, that stood out to me about you more than the singing throughout this process. So you should be really, really proud of who you are as a person.
We got to look at where you're going to go from here.
Yeah.
And one thing that's always important for us, especially in the finale, when we have to physically pick a winner or a top two or for the finalists overall, we're always looking for the people that we feel is not only going to go on after this and do well, but people that are going to be able to handle it and handle the pressure. Because if you was, for example, to go forward for the Voice Kids or something, I would have every faith in my heart about putting forward for something like that, because I know how you would handle it. And I know, no matter how well you've done, you would take it as a pride, and you'd be like, do you know what, I've done well to even get on the show, things like that. And that's the biggest win of it all, is that mentality, you know? We haven't come to your brother yet. I want to ask him, because he's been watching you every week. What do you think of your sister and her talent, buddy?
I just don't know how she's like singing so well.
She's done well, haven't she? She has done really, really well. But so you're going to be the next one singing then, or?
No.
You was got a choir on Friday night.
Seriously?
Well, yeah, you was singing in the
Was
choir
it?
for Remembrance
Oh,
Day.
that's amazing. But it's been lovely, I suppose, even for him to watch his sister, You know, getting all these lovely compliments and that about her talent, that must make him feel really proud too, you know?
Yeah, you've enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
But he liked coming up here on Sunday, didn't
He loves all the time when we drive him in the car from school. He's like, "Oh yeah, I really like that person who went out. Oh yeah, I loved Eloise. Oh yeah, I love Scott." He's like so.
And we would always ask him, "What do you think's going to go tonight, Lisa?" And we'd always get Mason's opinion on the way up in the car before we've even seen any of the performances. And Mason's all giving a good judgment of how he thinks it's going to
he?
go.
Might give you a run for your money, like.
But all in all, like, I think we can all agree that, like, seeing how you've come on as a person, Millie, has been absolutely amazing, and that's what makes it more.
Yeah.
We do this process every series, as you know, 3 series a year, and the most important thing over everything is always good to win and all these exciting things with the challenges, with the themes and that. But for us is seeing people actually grow internally from the process, and that's why we do it, is because that builds our hearts to say it's worth doing it, and this is why we do it again and again when we see the growth in people. What have you found this process, all in all?
It's been an amazing process. Stressful but very good. But I feel like it's brought my confidence on leaps and bounds, and like my stage presence on the stage, because like I used to audition for certain things, and the reason I couldn't get in was because I wasn't confident in speaking to people.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm comfortable with performing on the stage and comfortable with speaking to people now. After this process, I feel like it's definitely brought my confidence on a lot. And my control with my voice. Obviously, you saw the first performance, I didn't have to take our clothes off. My runs were everywhere. But yeah, definitely now, if you'd ask me to sing that song again, I reckon I could control my voice a lot better.
Do you know what? This is what I said. When you first came in, it weren't the fact that there was no voice there. If anything, there was too much voice there. And straight away, it was immediately picked up, whoa, she's got so much there. All we need to do is just shape it a little bit, calm it down a bit, and she's on her way. And I think it made such a difference, because he was obviously, on that first time performing for us, very worked up a bit, because it's like, oh my God, my first time performing, and so probably like excitement and nerves, all of that all in one. So I think that was coming through on the vocal too. But as the process went on, and the more you got through, and you kept getting through and through and through, with all the talent we've had, we really got to see you relax up there, and look, you know, whatever the song is, you put everything in with it, the way you presented yourself to the song, the whole lot, and it just drastically made a difference, you know. In terms of Talent Search Company, because you're a part of the network now, and the family's part of the network, obviously we're going to be having you back to perform in the future and stuff, which I can't wait for. It's going to be fab. Obviously, towards the end of the process, you actually had some, I want to obviously bring it up, but you had a little bit of an opportunity to come forward with the newspaper article writing up about you. How did you find that?
It was very surprising, to be fair. It's very good how this talent search company, the industry, brings on so many opportunities for me, and I'm hoping to see more now as it goes on. And it was just really good to promote me on a different platform and
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, look, it is baby steps, and I always say to people, it's patience too, because sometimes when we get to this place, we want it all then. We're like, oh my God, I just want to be a star. But you really have got to be patient, and you're 13 years of age, right? There's so much more to come yet, and I can assure you that now, there will be a lot more on the way. So you just got to be patient, keep doing what you're doing, keep putting yourself out there. You've experienced Talent Search Company now, you've experienced it, you've been through the process, you've seen the ups, the downs, everything, the challenges it faces, the intensity and things like that. Overall, for example, if somebody saw this that was maybe nervous or wanting to apply, but just oh, I don't know about doing that because it seems there's a lot to take on. How do you feel about that? What would you say to that person? Dad, I'll start with it.
Okay. I'd say go for it. I think it's been fantastic. It is. When we started September, I think, or end of August, September. And it's literally been Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, all the way through, but it's been something to look forward to. We've really relished the challenge, practicing at home, going up to the studio, singing up there, and then refining things then before the Sunday night. And I just think it's been fantastic for Millie. It's also been really, really good for me as well. I'd go into work and there's people going, how's Millie getting on? How did it go on Sunday? You know, and I'd go into the shop in Muscat and the shopkeeper's asking me the same thing. And I'm like, wow, this is fantastic. How much has this like raised her profile? And you know, all the people who have, you know, shown us such kindness with their messages on Facebook and things like that. I can't thank them enough, really. And all the likes and stuff has been
amazing. And it's just about keeping that up, see. And this is what I said, never ever stop. Even if it means studio session, record something, whatever it is, just keep, when you get the page access now, keep posting. Whatever, even if it's just a state saying be busy, blah, 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 you've got to keep active that side for people to keep interested, see? So it's very important to do that. Ma'am, what do you feel? I know it's been a stressful month for you, you know? Do you feel like there's a benefit to it? Do you feel like others could benefit from it? You know, in many shoes.
Definitely. I mean, I would say if you think your child's ready, go for it, because we've enjoyed every second of it. It's only come out with positive things. Yes, we've had, you know, we've had a few remarks at school or on Facebook of people negative, but you know, we've had that discussion before, just perhaps jealousy isn't great, but you've got to get used to that in this industry.
100%, you hit it straight on the nail there.
And I think it's just shown her as well, kind of all sides then of what you will experience in this process. But luckily she's been protected as well, I think, in the process as well.
Oh God,
you know, it hasn't exposed negativity for me. But definitely go for it. I think it's just for her, it's just brought us so much. It's given her a platform, it's given us a network. Even like the social media account, you know, you've got like 900 followers on there now. I don't think we would have got that without this network. And you know, like I said, just keep posting on there, keep sharing. We're getting like the Voice of Kids is running like this year.
It'll be back soon, and you were straight on my list ready for it. So don't panic. The minute that's background, you'll be contacted by a background.
Well, like she's already set some like goals where she wants to work with you on now. So we've said, right, if you're going to want to work with Joey now and the network over the next kind of year or so, what do you want to achieve? So she's written some small goals that she wants to get from this.
That's it.
And you know, basically her little plan for the next 12 months to just start improving and just growing from here onwards, because we didn't want it to end. No. And I don't know what I'm going to do next Sunday.
I mean, it's like I've stated on other occasions, this network, this specific talent competition, for me, from the experience of talent competitions, especially in Wales, this is the hardest one you'll ever do. It will test you to your limits, as you've seen. You want to enter a process that will challenge you like that. Girls in your age group, 13, 14, a bit nervous. What would you say? What would you say to them?
I would definitely, like everyone said, go for it. It's like been an amazing platform, and like even if you're nervous or nothing, just this will teach you to like throw them nerves away, and like not throw them away, but overcome them and be bigger than the nerves instead of stand there and let them take over you. You need to just like go for it and do the best you can. Don't care about what anyone says. That's also what I've learned from this competition in regards to people saying stuff. Just don't listen, and you know who you are, and just go for it, and just
One thing I want to say as well.
It's amazing to see.
You've been fantastic. You know, you've been so nice.
So
even when you're like giving criticism, it's always, you know, constructive, positive criticism. It's never telling somebody that they're rubbish or anything like that. Or when people go home, you always make a fuss of them, and it really does put people like Millie at ease when they get there. And not just you guys, but the whole of the team. It's Cymru, I think, you know, the cameramen, they've been all so lovely. Absolutely, we felt like we made a family.
That's what I was saying to Dad the other day, that this is like, is the difference between this and The Voice. Like, it's like the team, you feel so connected, and like getting up on the stage, it's like, you know who you're performing in front of, and you know they're nice, they're not going to hurt you, they're not going to bite you. And it's just like, you feel very comfortable, and like you're all family, like Trinity said last week, we're all a big family, even some of the contestants, like I'm quite close with Erin and Trinity all the time, and like it's just like grown lots of friends for life.
It's important for us, like, and me and my team, to have people that have got that good energy, and that's why you feel it in the room from the team, is because everyone on that team they've got good hearts. They've all got good hearts. Because if they didn't have a good heart, they wouldn't be there, because I wouldn't have them there, you know? But we've really enjoyed having Millie in the series, haven't we? Like, and to see her come all the way to the end, to the final 2 up there, Millie, is honest, in a process like this, that's a remarkable standard, you know, and you've got to take pride in that. And I think for us, we just want to thank all of you, Mum, thank you for your stressful times. Dad, thank you for helping me cope. And little one for being here for his sister and that throughout. It's been amazing, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it, and everything, just watching you grow. But I just take everything you've learned, I know you have anyway, but just make sure you remember all those things from here on out, and I got no doubt you'll be seeing a lot more now the next couple of months from. Up last this evening, can we please welcome our recent crowned representative of Talent Search Cymru. It's Trinity. Trinity, welcome. You were our recent champion of Talent Search Cymru. Did you think it was going to happen?
Not at all.
Never!
We didn't know actually.
It was a strong competition, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you made it all the way to the end, and you went and got crowned. You're a recent winner. I want to go back to the beginning, to when you first came about this process. So when the applications go out, what actually made you think, oh, I'll step forward for this?
At first, I actually wasn't going to do it. I was like, I just can't. I'm trying to go confident. I was like, no way. And then when I came out, I was like, oh, I'm so scared. I was terrified. I was shaking. And I don't know, you kind of get up and just really like enjoy it.
Did you, as the process went on, did you enjoy it more, like when you was getting good feedback? Was that giving you a buzz to say, oh my God, I'm in my zone here now? Like, did you get to a point where you felt like that?
Yeah, it was definitely a big confidence boost. They all look at me.
Yeah, that's it. Luce, obviously, like when she came forward for this, I think a lot of it, I think we all saw it from ourselves, a lot of it was to do with you pushing her forward and saying, come on now, get up, you can do this, which is amazing, and it's credit you to, because she wouldn't have done it otherwise.
No,
you know,
she wouldn't have.
Obviously coming into this process with her, you've experienced this before with Chelsea.
Yeah.
How have you found the process to be with Trinity? Because obviously it's been quite intense, and it's been a couple of times we've been stressful getting the song and whatever, but how has it been for you watching her throughout this, all the way to that last moment? How has it been for you?
Well, it has been amazing, I gotta be honest, it's been really good. I just get this over now. But I never ever thought she would have won.
Yeah, it's that sort of, when you're going through it, you don't expect it, because you're seeing so much talent there. You're like, do you know what? They're all still growing, but you done it. You made it all the way to that end spot, and it was very clear for us, wasn't it? Like, what did you think of Trinity's journey? Because you mentioned a few times throughout the about her confidence starting to improve and that, but all the way up till that final night, you know, because like obviously I got my opinion on how that happened on the night now she crowned, but from your point of view, you know, how did that happen for her?
Well, for me, it was like I could see this progressive build. And if I'm honest, I probably got frustrated at times because it wasn't happening quick enough for me. I was like, just do it, you've got it. But like, it is difficult, like being in your shoes, so I can understand why it takes that bit of time. But it was, for me, you were so special from the very beginning. Like, what you have just can't be taught. You know, we can help you with technique and things like that, but a tone is a natural thing that I can't give it to you, I can't teach you it. And I was obsessed with your tone from the beginning, which you know. But the confidence was lacking, and it was obvious from the very beginning. It was, you know, open your mouth, you've got power, just push it out. And it's easy for me to say, like I've said, but to watch you just come into your own and really start believing in yourself, for me, that was the most beautiful thing to see in your journey. It was as if you'd had a word with yourself in the mirror and thought, no, I'm here now, give it everything, because I might as well. And that, I think, was the point for me, where I was like, this girl's a star.
Yeah, and I mean, if we come back to one particular performance, which was the one I was probably most concerned about, which was the Solomon Burke one. And I was more concerned because I was like, she's got to move, she's not going to move. And then when you come out with all this sass, and I was like, she could switch off and straight away with her confidence issue, she could switch off and go straight into it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was for you, Luce, but when she did, and she's And I couldn't believe it.
I was scared, but when she came out, she nailed it.
It was amazing. Dec, obviously, throughout the process, you've watched Trinity's journey. Was there any particular moment that stood out for you where you went, whoa, this girl is amazing? Was one particular moment?
The one particular moment was Cry to Me by Solomon Burke. Because when we finally got to see her let loose and actually show the confidence, that's when I was like, yeah, she's definitely in contention for the finals and maybe not obviously the winner. And we saw it happen, and here she is now.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think, obviously, I want to come back to the week you done piece by piece. And now, obviously, that was a little bit more raw than any of the other performances for you because of the things that was in the back of your mind and things like that. What was amazing for me to watch was that I could see at the end of you speaking before you start the performance, just as you got to the end of your speech at the beginning, it was like a break in you just to say because you could see it was a little bit emotional, but you held it really well. And it was the fact that you held it really well, even though you was talking about something that was a bit deeper for you, that showed me your strength and showed me how much strength you got. And that's one of the moments I always remember in my head, is that she was put in that moment where she spoke about that and she overcome it and surpassed that and went straight to that performance and nailed it. We tested it. I always test you. Lily would say about your tone, and that is the very thing that stood out in this whole thing. And tone is so important because you've got to have an identity as a singer, and that's what done it. In the final, we had an incredible lineup. The 4 of you girls were wonderful. Even before that, the singers we had in it was wonderful. But that identity just kept soaring over everything for us. And it was like, she's so unique, she's so individual, there's nothing like it, we've never had anybody like it. And that's what you want to take to art, because you want to be like, I'm my own artist, I've got my own thing going. One of my personal favourite moments, I don't know how everyone else felt about this, but one of my personal favourite moments was obviously the Shawn Mendes, It'll Be Okay. Now when you've done that in an earlier stage, for me, that was the moment she started to light, and you just got tested from there. But how did you feel about that? Because I complimented that performance so well. Honestly, I was blown away.
I know. I think it's difficult. I think with Piece by Piece and the Shawn Mendes, they both hit me differently. I think with Piece by Piece, I couldn't relate to your story. I was lucky enough that I had the best dad in the world. And I think the fact that you were able to make me teary when I can't relate to that situation, that showed me your ability to really tell the story and portray that emotion and make me feel it. So that was why that one stood out to me. But vocally, the Shawn Mendes, if I'm honest, I think Oceans surpasses that again. But that one really was one that stood out to me and still does.
It was just that moment. I think it was it was so earlier on in the process, and we knew that you had to do something to keep standing up with everyone growing around you. And you just did it. And you came out and you absolutely soared. And I was blown away that night. And the comment I kept telling you throughout, and this is why I can't believe why you didn't think you was going to win, because I mentioned on several occasions about you being one of the strongest female vocal tones and voices I've ever witnessed in 10 years. And it was like, if that's not registering, it's not. It's like if you weren't registering your head. But I kept telling you that. And so that must show you that you could win this, because it is there. And I mean every word, and I still mean it now. That tone is amazing, and I can't wait to see what comes from this now with what you do. You're a winner, you're the representative of this, and we've seen all of our winners go on and do really, really fab stuff. So it's about you taking advantage of them opportunities when they come forward, because it's patience, but they will come forward. And when something comes forward, go for it and you put yourself out there. We're there to do that, push you with that, Marnie, obviously you got to see Trinity performing throughout. How do you feel she done?
I can't believe it.
She done awesome, didn't she?
Yeah.
Was there any particular performance she done you liked?
Oceans.
Oceans? Oh, everyone loves it. I loved the Oceans too. It was the perfect winning song. But there was just so many moments for me. See, there were so many moments that I loved. That's what I loved about it.
After Roots, I knew she was going to be in the top 2. And then when she done Oceans again, there was no denying it. It was the fight, it was the passion behind the song, and it was just like, that was a winner right there. I don't think any of us in the room could have questioned it at that moment, and obviously no one did.
It was. And like how you came out, and I said to you prior to that confidence and performance is key, because if we see somebody a bit nervous or not performing at their fullest, it could go against them. And you kept that from happening, because you came out, not only did you sing super well, because I haven't heard you sing with that much clarity, to be honest. The way you sang, you was focused on every single detail coming out of your mouth. It was amazing. And I gotta be honest, even Roots, like when I listened to that could have been your own song too. You really did. You know, in some finals where we see like one good performance and one maybe not so good, I feel like you had two really fantastic, strong performances. Do you feel like it benefited them in any way?
Definitely, yeah. She's got loads of confidence.
Yeah.
She would never sing in front of nobody.
It's mad there. It is mad. It's really mad, because like I said, when obviously I have my hair cut in Bargoed, I got friends through Bargoed and that. So when I've been going back and forth Bargoed, you keep getting brought up. And a lot of people do say, I didn't even know she sang. I didn't know she sang.
She didn't.
I didn't know she sang. You know, and that's what I get all the time. And then when they saw you win, oh my God, because a lot of them know about Talent Search and watched it for years. And they know how tough it can be to even get to the final, never mind win. So when they saw that you won, they were like, oh my God, a Bargoed girl. You know, because it's not often we see that. So you need to give yourself the biggest credit ever, because what you've achieved is more than remarkable for a lot of people. And considering you come into this, didn't really know what to expect, and to take it all the way to the end and get crowned, it is a big deal, because you weren't done for fun. It was done because of your talent, you know, and that's why it was done. Obviously, we have people applying for this. We have people applying for the process, and people are obviously going to see this thing now as our recent crowned winner. Somebody who may be in your shoes watching this, you know, like you said in the beginning, oh, I don't know if I can do it, you know, somebody like that. What would you say to them? What would you say to that person who's want to do it but a bit nervous or something?
Push yourself. You just gotta push yourself. At first I really didn't want to do that. I can't. I'd rather just go back to my bedroom. And until I got pushed, and then I thought, oh, come on, I'll do it. Until I got pushed, and then I've ended up now. Like.
Yeah. but yeah, Luce, what about you? Like, because obviously, you know, this is, for us, is as important as the contestants as it is with the families, and the families are important to us too.
Yeah.
And like just watching you go through this journey with Trin, and that's all we've ever known. Like when she come for rehearsals, it's you. With you going through this, like, you know a bit more about Talent Search now. You must know a bit more about it. You've experienced it twice. You know, we have people coming forward all the time that are nervous, and they do what Trinity nearly did, which is they say, I can't do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm too nervous. Knowing that this process will help with that, what would you say to them? Is there anything you'd say to somebody on the outside?
Yeah, I'd just say, go for it. No, she wouldn't do it, and I was like, you are doing it. Go on, just go for it, just try it. What can you lose?
Yeah,
and she done it.
I know, it's amazing. And of course, you're going to be performing at the awards evening, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait.
I'm not, I've got to sing with it. Can you not just step up for the night?
It hasn't been decided what to sing yet either, but it's amazing, because you're going to be in front of like 300 people for that, and there's going to be a lot of people there that haven't got to see you live yet, so it's a big moment for you as the recent winner. How are you feeling about that? Are you looking forward to it? Or?
I can't wait. I've told everybody, like, oh, they want me to sing.
But it's going to be amazing, because there's going to be a lot of our previous winners, obviously Lily and a couple of other winners there, that are going to be there. So they're going to get to see our recent winner live in the flesh. There she is. And honestly, Trin, I listened to the tracks back, and I listened to the performances back on Sunday. And I gotta be honest, you overdone any expectation I could have expected you to do. And like I said, this is a hard process, not an easy process. And we've all seen it, how intense it can get for people and that. is challenging, but it is so rewarding if you make the most of it. And I feel like this process, you did make the most of it. Those little things I was telling you in the week and things that picked up on the panel with Lily and Deb and all the team, you were picking up these things and you was feeding your head like a sponge, feeding it every week. I gotta be more confident, I gotta ride those moves there. And we can't ask for no more than that, you know? And this journey obviously wouldn't have been the same without it, because you've won it. You've won the whole thing. It's amazing. So, Lil, have you got any other words to say?
To be honest, I'm not going to make this about me. I just want to say, like, in terms of the people thinking of applying, I mean, look at the talent that could have potentially been lost this season.
Yeah.
You know, in that split second of I can't do it, I'm panicking, I don't want to do it. And you're lucky enough that you have Luce to support you and push you. And some people haven't got it. But I just want everyone to know that, like, you included, we're all a family, we're all here for each other. If you haven't got that support at home and you're thinking of it and you're like, oh, I'm not sure, just do it, because there will be people here that will support you. You know, we'll take you on like you're our own child and we'll push you ourselves. And I'm just so glad that Trin, you did do it, because look where you are now, and you'd still be singing in your bedroom and no one would know about it. I can't believe you've done that for so long. I've listened to the winning song about 14,000 times. I can't believe that you really didn't do it. But I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you that you are where you are. I think you've worked hard for it, I think you've earned it, and I think you deserve it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And it is credit to you, it really is, Trin. It's not us. I know, like you say, oh, thank you for the help and that, like you did on the night, and we said family and everything. But you were the credit to us, not the other way round. That's how we feel. We don't feel like, you know, to me, I look at you now, you're royalty, you know? It's because without you, this process wouldn't be worth it anyway, because we are looking for undiscovered stars and people with good attitudes and good personalities. And then you've come along and you sailed it because of all of these things that are important to us. So without you, these processes wouldn't exist, you know? So it's credit to you, and we are grateful for that, you know? Deb, what would you like to say? Would you like to say anything to Trin?
Well, it's just amazing you came to this process an absolute nervous wreck and you came out of it a confident winner. I mean, you can't ask for any more than that. And it's true what Joey said, you have been a credit to us. You've been fantastic from start to finish. You've been very complimentary and polite in the studio. Alongside that, you just sing fantastically well, and I wish you all the best for your future.
She's going to smash it. So Trin, just last thing, have you enjoyed this? Have you enjoyed the process?
Every moment I've enjoyed it from coming.
I know good things will come from this. The first thing we just need to look forward to is the awards night now coming up, because that's a big moment for us to be able to say our recent winner and everyone see you up there doing your thing, and you just got to own it like you done on the final. Just own it. You go in your zone. Joe, what are you doing?
But you know what? She wouldn't have done it without you. She wouldn't have either. You give us so much help, and Lily did.
Yeah, but it's our job. Look, it's our job to try and help in any way we possibly can. And like you see with like popularity and things, not everyone's always going to agree with the decisions we make and things like that. It's always going to be the same. I don't particularly care. I don't know. I've experienced it so many times. I say, Joey this, Joey that. I say, go away, disappear. I'm not interested. You know, because there's no time for that in life. The time got to be set on you achieving and you succeeding, and that's the same with all of us. You know, you just got to put anything aside and say, I did this, I got you, this is my moment, I won this from my talent, and own it and have a bit of confidence with that, because it's your moment, that's yours, nobody can take that away. It's not going to disappear, you've won it, it's done, you know? So just take pride of that and take all that on board and move forward.
She would have done it again, though.
Yeah.
She would have loved to do it again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You didn't find it hard work? Oh, did you?
It was sometimes
like
it was a bit hard, but I loved it.
It's been amazing. It has been amazing, and that moment, like I said, the moment where we actually announced you as the winner, it was just perfect. Your face was priceless. Just like
she was shocked.
Yeah.
It's a big moment. It's a big moment, you know, when you come into that audition a cappella and you've got all these other people around you, and as the process goes on and it narrows down and you look and you're like, oh my God, this is getting smaller and I'm still in there. This is getting smaller, I'm still in there. And then you get to that point and you just be crying. It's like, really? Have I just done this? But it generally is your talent that done it. It's nothing else. I know we made the vote on our critique and our experience of talent, but you won it because your talent soared over the top of everything. It really, really did. So that concludes the interview. Done. Well done, guys. Hey!
Smashed it.
Let's have a chat with our incredible team. So, end of the series. I'm absolutely over the moon with this. Anybody sad? No?
Yeah.
Sabelle, you sad? Well, no, you worked your backside off on them cameras. This series has been incredible. Like, to watch, I'm like, oh my God, how is she doing that? Boys, how are you feeling?
I'm a little cry, not gonna lie.
Dex had a little cry. Sean, have you had a little cry or?
No, I'm a bit gutted, like, because obviously something to do on a Sunday, and to be fair, I'm really enjoying every series now. It's just getting used to it and anticipating a lot more and stuff like that. Like,
but we are coming back. We come back in January.
Yeah, there's no rush to come back, like, but
no, there is a rush to come back. I'd come back next week if it was possible.
No, on all seriousness, obviously when we come into the series, as you can see from this series, especially with the last couple of girls left, what it does do for people. And for me, Lily probably agree, and Sabelle, like, I know you girls, I know I don't know about the boys are agreeing, but it's such an honour to watch.
Yeah, it is.
And it makes it worthwhile when you watch it, you're like, this is doing something for people, and that sort of thing. Like, all of you have been in this network now for a long time, so you got to see what it's about and that. But in terms of the improvements, like, we made a couple of improvements this series, even down to the minor things, the judging desk and things like that. How are you feeling with it? How do you feel with it? Do you feel like we're on the right path? How do you feel?
Absolutely. I mean, I've always found it a very professional environment anyway. You always come in and know, like, this is serious, this is not a joke, and you've got to do what needs to be done. But I think even going back to my season, how much it's improved in terms of just visually, it's an insane upgrade. It's definitely a path.
Yeah, it's crazy when I think about it, because my season was like a couple of years ago, I believe, maybe more, I don't know, I don't remember, but when I look at that season and this season, it's like, this is X Factor. And that was, something.
A pub competition. That's what I call it now, because when I look back, I feel ashamed. I feel so ashamed. I'm like, oh my God. But we all got to start somewhere, haven't we? We all start somewhere. Deck, obviously, you come into this for the past 2 series. Yeah. You've done everything from cameras to judging to hosting. Obviously, like, for me, it's important to know, and I suppose everyone else, how are you finding being part of this network? How are you finding being part of Talent Search Cymru?
Well, first of all, I mean, you guys have taken me with welcoming arms. I mean, I've gone along with everyone from the start. On top of that, I've obviously seen 2 seasons now where we've seen what it's actually done for people. It's changed people for the better, confidence-wise, learning new skills. On top of that, we're improving every season as well. I mean, my first ever exposure to Talent Search Cymru was back when it was called Voice of the Valleys. Yeah. When I came to a live viewing when one of my friends was in the competition. Yeah. And just see how much has come from then. But never mind to see how much has come from last season. It's just astounding.
Yeah, it's mad how it's come on. Sean, obviously, you've been part of this network since Lily won the competition. What do you feel? Because I've never sat down with him and actually said, what do you think of Talent Search? How do you feel about it?
I think from obviously watching Lily, obviously with it, obviously just watching it year on and every series, it's just amazing to be honest. You're all welcoming, and to be fair, I never thought I'd work for you. Knowing that I've done it myself. And yeah, I never thought I would work alongside you, obviously. And
we're all aware. I'm not an easy person to work with. I'm aware of that.
You are.
I have no shame. It seems, honest to God, it seems like you find it really easy to work with me.
I actually do, to be honest.
Is it because you were on the same mentality level?
And I said this to Sean, I'm actually very surprised that we work well together because we're very similar, I think. We're very organised, we like things done like there and then. We both get frustrated to the same people. But I think, it is mad how we...
I think it's because of that. I think that's why it went smoothly.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest, like Sabelle too, like...
Yeah.
Sabelle, like, she is like a machine. Like, honest to God, for a girl too, and like, I know it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, if you're not working, but boys, she works like a machine.
I'll never deny Isabella is
She does, doesn't she?
the hardest work on the team.
But no, look, we're all here, and I want everyone to know that, like, no matter how big the role is or how much you all do, like, we've had compliments tonight now, we're saying the team are wonderful. It's the team as a whole that makes this run. And, well, it doesn't matter how big or small it is the team that runs this. And I wouldn't have it any other way. And this is what I mean. I like good people who are dedicated to seeing people grow. And I see that in all of you, and every week, even though you're not giving comments on the panel, like Lydia's or Deck might have, and that sort of stuff, I see that you, around people, and when they're coming in, you're all very welcoming, and you make them feel good, and you make them feel think, and that's what makes Talent Switch come in.
Joe, do you know why we do it though? We do it because of you, because it does so much for us.
Well, because of my rules and regulations.
No. For example, in my season, nobody ever made me feel like, I'm very, talented and all that. And I'm emotional again. But honestly, you've done so much to me. You made me feel like I belong. And for a person who comes from a different country, that means so much, Joe.
Well, this network, this is why I am the way I am. And people look at me sometimes like, why? I've explained it to Deck the other day. Why are you so strict? Why are you so thing? It's because I need people to just, for a second, put themselves in my shoes. Only for a second. Me having to run this and try and keep this flowing and flourishing, not just for the benefits of what this network needs to be and where it needs to go, but can you imagine what my life is like with all these talents coming through every series? I got an headache. I got an headache because there's so many. I'm under such a demand that I haven't got time for mistakes or anything. I'm very cutthroat with it, and that's the reason why I react a lot of the way I do, is because I've got to have things done on time, because I really haven't got time to think about it or talk about doing nothing.
But there is times as well, even if you were like hard, then we would just think you were a pushover as well. Do you know what I mean? Like we would just like respect. Respect as well, you know?
But we all have different ways of dealing with things. I mean, it's just is as it grows. I'm well aware of me as a person. I'm well aware of it and how I can be quite abrupt and things like that. But I'm happy to accept that and admit it, because I'm not stupid. I would never shy away from my faults, And that's the best thing that anybody can be, is never shy away from your faults and your mistakes, because how are you going to learn? You're not going to learn. And one of the things I pride this network on being, and which is why I've always been with all of you, and as you've seen, when we're having people come through and that, I will not tolerate negativity.
No.
And the minute is in, is out. And I think with that being inserted in place, that's why we end up with nothing but decent people. Because I've made that full thing of saying, I don't want it in there. And that's why my team are all decent people. Yeah. Because if one of you were negative or whatever, so you wouldn't be here, So it's those sort of inserted rules that I've put in place. And like Sibel just said, even with her being from a different country, if somebody was racist in this network, they'd be out. Because this network is against that. This network's against homophobia. Well, they have to be, because I'm... But you know what I mean? But not that I particularly, anyway, what I'm just saying. But people coming into the network does. And we saw that this series with people when we done the themed week with that's personal to them. And we got to see this series especially, a lot of people's feelings of beyond the singing coming to light with Erin, with Trinity, with her dad, and this sort of thing. And these things are important. They're scary things to tackle and to have to confront, but you have to overcome them to move forward. You've got to overcome it, and you've got to try and bring down them barriers to come forward. And that's what we saw a lot of this series happening. And this is what makes this network really, really special. We're not built on just being, I want to be a talent competition and think. We're not built on that. We genuinely mean well for singers coming through and different talents coming through. And that's our ultimate aims. It's a business, but ultimately that's the most important thing. That is the very thing that when going back all them 10 years ago when I didn't know any of you, and I sat down and I was like, what can I create that's actually going to help people? What can I do? I don't just want to set up a talent, I want to create something. And that was the moral behind it. That's always been the moral behind it. For me, if this was just a competition and nobody was learning or growing or there was no competent people, I wouldn't do it.
No.
It's pointless. Because I'm not getting anything for my self-heart out of it. Nothing's happening for me, my heart, you know, and I'm blabbing on a bit now. But it has been an awesome series.
Absolutely.
I've really enjoyed it. You've all worked your absolute backsides off, and the result of it is of what we've seen.
Like you said, you get something out of it, and you see people come in and out of themselves. Like even when I come in, I thought it's a talent show. When I come in with that mentality, and I gotta be honest, like being here and being around you guys, I know that I am a much better person when I am with you lot, and I think that for me is a massive part of my life and why I want to continue doing it, because I don't, like, I'm not saying I'd be a horrible person, but I know that I'm a better person and a more inspired person when I'm around you guys.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's beautiful.
But that's how we feel. that's how I feel. Because, you know, like, especially this series, Lil, like, in terms of critique and the things that people have needed to know to grow, you've made my job so much easier, and that makes my life easier because it's one less person to worry about. In terms of Deck, obviously we've had Deck judging and he does a wonderful job. There's no disputing. He's well spoken and everything. But honestly, although they say like things happen for a reason, and he stepped in last minute on the final doing that, when I came back, I had so much footage from presenting and that to use that I was spoilt. I was spoilt for what I could use. He did, I hadn't told him that. But I had so much there, I was like, oh my God, I got so much that I can use in the episode. So that made that much easier. And I didn't know if it was going to go that way. I actually thought it was going to go the opposite way. But no, overall, it's been a wonderful series. And we can only improve from you, like I always say. And I know like Deck doesn't want to have a break, but I can't wait to have a break. I say have a break, we all got lots of things coming up to deal with and do. But in January, when we come back, I've never taken this many applications in any series. Honest to God, you'll see. Look, sometimes when the applications come forward, by the time you contact them, they don't want to do it. That happens a lot, right? But there's so many applications this time, and they've been coming in throughout the series and even up, and I'm going, wow, this is like trebled what we would usually have. So well done everyone, smash it again, Talent Search Cymru, the last one of 2023, and here's to 2024.
What a team!